Yeah, welcome to the open book, where truth don't hide, stories ride, and every chapter got that power. Turn the page, now you stepping in, where real ones talk and the fake pretend. From viral heat to deep convo, we write the truth, let the whole world know. This ain't just a channel, it's a movement. The open book, every story, every voice.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Friday. Welcome to the open book. This is your host, Lakeisha. I hope everyone is having a fabulous Friday so far, okay? It is almost time for the weekend. Make sure you hit that like button. Let everyone know that we are live. Also, if you would like to buy me a coffee, the buy me a coffee link is in the chat, and I'm also going to pin it at the top of the screen. Okay. Now, y'all, oh my goodness, we've had some breaking news, but this news surprised me because I had not even heard anything about this news, okay, involving Tasha K and R. Kelly. Now, some of y'all may have, I know yesterday was a complete shock to me last night. And I really saw this news last night and I was going to go live, but your girl was sleepy. Okay, so I said, well, I don't want to do it when I'm sleepy. Let me make sure I get some rest and then we'll get into it in the morning. Hi, Miss Floria. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining. She said, blesses my sister. God has given us another unpromised day. Okay. You are so right about that. And for that, I am grateful. Okay. New grace and new mercy today. Yes. So yeah, we're gonna go through a few things because there was a lawsuit filed by R. Kelly against Tasha K and the Federal Bureau of Prisons. Okay. Now this was filed back in 2023. I said, now where was I? How come I didn't hear too much about this? Hi, cocaine on the wood grain. Okay. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And thank you for becoming a new subscriber. Welcome to the Open Book family. And so I was like, what in the world? Where was I during this time? Okay. Now, R. Kelly was basically in his lawsuit claiming negligence, okay, invasion of privacy, and intentional infliction of emotional distress, among other violations. Okay. Now, R. Kelly hasn't been having just a good past couple of years, I see. Between this and even recently, I know, I think there was another lawsuit. I'm trying to remember what it was about, but I know even recently he had gotten sick and was rushed to the hospital because they thought he had overdosed. Okay. And he was stating that he was given too much of the medication that he's supposed to have been taking there. And when he got to the hospital, they did like a test and found out that he had blood clots, but they did not allow them to do the surgery. So I don't know what ended up happening with that part. But my thing is, y'all need to let the man have his surgery if he got blood clots in his leg, because that's very dangerous. He's also been fighting to get out of prison. His lawyers have been going to court trying to see if there's a way that he could do his time at home. Okay. Because he feels that someone is trying to unalive him there in prison. Okay. That was pushed under the rug and we didn't get an explanation. Everyone chalked it up to Tasha being ratchet. Okay. You know what? And I want to talk about that because, and y'all let me know y'all's thoughts in the poll today too, because as I was looking into this and actually hearing things directly from Tasha's mouth, I'm like, was this really justice? Okay. Was it really justice? Hi, official Dana J. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Okay, and in his chest. See, that can be very dangerous. Those blood clots can take you out of here. Okay, so the man, although he's in prison, you still are supposed to make sure that they are getting taken care of. Hospital visits, things of that sort, care, render aid and care to them. You can't just not getting what he's supposed to get. I just hate that. So hopefully they'll do more about that. Hey, Latte, good morning, sis. So yeah, now there was a 28-page complaint that had been filed with the U.S. District Court in Chicago. Okay, so this was filed in Chicago. And R. Kelly, during that lawsuit, has stated that dozens of prison bureau officers unlawfully assessed his information. And so he was accusing a former prison officer of sharing his prison records with a woman known as Tasha K, who runs a popular celebrity gossip YouTube channel, okay, which is called Unwind with Tasha K, okay? And her channel, y'all, has over 1.1 million subscribers, okay? Now, during the time when R. Kelly filed this, now I don't know if it was during the timing of it. I'm just still trying to figure out what happened with this one. Okay. During the time that he actually filed this lawsuit was also during the time when he was appealing his 2021 and 2022 conviction charges, okay, which were sex trafficking, child pornography, and racketeering. So with the new lawsuit with Tasha K, he was seeking trial by jury, okay? He was seeking trial by jury. Let's see. R. Kelly wasn't the only culprit. Oh, yes, I agree with that. I just spoke with his lawyer, and his main lawyer in Chicago was sick. That's why they missed the due date. But he said he's refiling. Oh, wow. I hope so. Okay. I really hope so. Oh my goodness. Wow. Oh, yeah. Well, but okay. On this, even if they refile, would it have to be new charges? Because wouldn't that be considered double jeopardy? You can't, bring charges against them for the same thing, I thought. Oh, and thank you so much. So that would be my question to that part. Now, the suit claimed that a secret investigation by the Department of Justice Office of the Inspector General found that at least 60 BOP officers made unauthorized access to plaintiffs, which is R. Kelly, sensitive, confidential, and private information that was supposed to have been maintained by the Bureau of Prisons. Okay, so that in itself, they did their own investigation and found that 60 of the officers made unauthorized access. Okay, it also added that one officer, which was identified as Officer A, illegally accessed Kelly's records, including his email correspondence, his phone calls, and guest visits more than 150 times, and emailed some of the records to herself. So it was a woman before providing them to Tasha K, which is Latasha Kibi. Okay. The complaint says that Officer A violated the Computer Fraud and Abuse Act. So I want y'all to bookmark all of this, okay, as we're talking through this part, because we're going to move forward to what ended up happening yesterday, okay? So it already said that she emailed stuff to herself, okay, accessed it over 150 times, and then also sent it over to Tasha K. Now, Tasha K, who was successfully sued by Cardi B for defamation in 2022, you would have thought Tasha K would have learned some on some of this. Like, oh my gosh, girl, I think she's still owing Cardi B. I think she is still owing Cardi B. Okay. So I would have definitely like laid low. Okay, it would be just a refile for a missed due date, but that would be up to the judge. Okay, so they didn't have the actual trial. Is that what you're saying? Tasha is a diabolical person for that content. That's why Cardi B sued her. Right. Okay. Some stuff I don't think I would fool with, especially if people are telling you to stop. But this took it to another level. Like literally getting things from the actual bureau. I would have been afraid to do that. Like that's just my opinion. Okay. Now, after that, she had filed bankruptcy. Okay. Then allegedly rallied her massive following to harass the plaintiff, R. Kelly, and the use of the stolen information and create chaos in his personal life. So now that she had allegedly that information, some way she was kind of, I guess, giving her people some information. They started harassing, using that information, maybe to email, call. I don't know how they harassed him. She posted the information to her YouTube channel with the title R. Kelly Can't Control His Girlfriends While Behind Bars. She shared with her viewers phone call information between Kelly and women, as well as visitor logs and email communications, the lawsuit stated. Okay. And I wanted to play just a snippet of that video so you can hear what she said. Okay, no trial, open book. It was just a missed deadline. Oh, thank you, official Dana J, for that clarification. Oh my goodness. So, y'all, it is possible that this could be refiled because of the missed deadline. See, it made it seem as though it had gone to trial. And we're going to hear her words. And she won. Because I was like, well, with all the evidence they did with the investigation, that in itself showed guilty. Okay. And with what she's about to say on her video, that also is out of her own mouth. Okay. So thank you for sharing that. Good morning, Miss Boss Lady. Thank you for joining. Is Tasha K. Wino and a major contributor to Tasha. Oh, the officer, allegedly. Okay. Oh, wow. Thank you for coming on in here today. Wait, how are they really violating this man's privacy and rights? I know. See, the insider, that officer, they were accessing his files. And you know, y'all, I worked for a bank years ago, and they can basically tell if you were just purposely going into customers' accounts without them calling in or coming to the bank. If you're just sitting there just looking through people's accounts, they have like high tech systems that can detect that. Okay, so it's different if they were saying, please go into R. Kelly's files and get this information, or we're looking into this, or blah, 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 blah. But they were allegedly going into it, accessing his information, and this officer was allegedly sending it to herself and to Tasha K. Okay. And that's how she got this. So let me pull this video up. Uh-oh, hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. Thought I already had it up here. Micah, turn it down. Okay, thank you for your patience.
ain't the way that it used to be, okay? These two girls are no longer holding hands together in public supporting R. Kelly, okay? Honestly, Azriel ain't coming home. Now, I ain't gonna tell you where she at. That ain't none of my business or your business yet, okay? Because when she does decide to go home, which I think that's what's going to happen, she hasn't been coming home to the Trump Towers, and I know this because Jocelyn is telling R. Kelly over the phone, okay? Yes, there's a phone tap somewhere, and I'm not gonna tell you where it's at, okay?
She said there's a phone tap somewhere, and I'm not going to tell you where. Okay, that's out of her own mouth on that part right there.
Now, apparently, Jocelyn is snitching on Azriel, saying that she's not coming home at night, and R. Kelly wants to know why. I have the plug. I'm not going to tell you where I got the information from, but just listen to the damn information, okay?
She said she got the plug, but she's not going to tell you where she got the plug from. Just listen to the information. Hey, NYC girl, welcome. Let's see. Ms. Boss Lady said, open book, Nasty Tasha K. Talk about people with false stuff, but don't mention about her child that lives in Africa, but got her other kids living with her. Oops. Uh-oh. Allegedly. Wow. And you know what, Miss Boss Lady? I have been hearing that. But I haven't heard her address it yet. Right. The law broke the law. Oh my goodness. When you look at this. Wow, does the officer still have their job? That's a good question. I would hope not after doing that 150 times. Tasha can't be doing too much. Some people she covered need to be exposed for this. But this right here, she was so wrong. Exactly. Oh, the officer retired once it got leaked. Really? I don't know. Exactly. We see that. Okay. I was like, girl, I don't think I would have been saying all of that. If my thing too, if you got the information, I mean, just say the information. I don't think I would have said, oh, I know what the tap is, because you're incriminating yourself by saying those things on your live. You're pretty much incriminating yourself. So I don't think I would have said that part either.
He is honestly shaking in his flip-flops and socks and prison suit because he can no longer control Azriel, okay? She ain't nowhere to be found. Now, I want you to know that Jocelyn...
Hi, Dante. Okay, for the late people, I'll give you a quick summary. We actually just got into it. Tasha K was sued by R. Kelly back in 2023 for invasion of his privacy. She had even admitted that, you know, she knew what a phone tap was. She had some inside information. Well, come to find out, there were officers that were accessing, you know, they were unauthorized access, I should say, to R. Kelly's emails, phone calls, visit information. And one officer, Officer A, was allegedly sending this information to herself and to Tasha K. Okay. And so Tasha K did an update yesterday. And I'm like, wait, when? What? I never heard of this lawsuit. And so I started looking more into some stuff, and that made me want to go deeper into this. And so the official Dana J is in here really dropping some deets, y'all, also that is familiar with this case. Okay. I'm like, wow. Hi, Joanne. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Latae said, well, dang, officer got benefits too. First of all, what he says on his phone calls. But if he's doing something that he is not supposed to, then why is privileges not taken? Oh, that's a very good point. That's true too. If he was doing, yeah.
is not on the visitors list, okay? Azriel is his favorite. Jocelyn was his hoe, okay? He didn't let Azriel sleep with nobody, but he let Jocelyn sleep with everybody and him. He didn't really care about that bitch, and he still don't care about her. And she ain't gonna come home because her parents done put her ass out too, just like Michelle Kramer has done, okay? I didn't agree with the way they were handling this, and that's why I think Jocelyn is gonna ride to the end, but because Azriel was a little bit smarter, and that's the reason he didn't let nobody else around her, because he knew how easy it was gonna be for her to see the damn lies and the bullshit, and she probably would have moved on to somebody better than R. Kelly. He didn't let nobody near Azriel's ass because he knew that she was going to do exactly what she's doing now, rebel, okay? And let me tell you how much control he had.
And those are the two women that were with R. Kelly when he did that interview with Gail. Okay. They were like the top two women that really helped stay close to him. What she's saying is Jocelyn was pretty much kind of watching Azriel. Okay. And they were staying at this hotel. But Azriel, I guess, started waking up. I don't know, and started leaving and not really coming back. And so allegedly, Jocelyn was telling R. Kelly about it. And through the emails, phone call information that Tasha K had, this is how she started finding out that information. If y'all don't remember recently, let me remove this for a second. Recently, Jocelyn did a video as well. Okay. It was a short video, y'all, because she stated that she has been pregnant by R. Kelly. And then, like, her parents are trying to continue to get her to come home, but the girl doesn't want to come home. Okay. So she did this recent video, and her parents are like, it looks like AI and not really her. But I want to show y'all what Jocelyn said even recently. A short
everyone,
video.
My name is Jocelyn Savage. I'm 29 years old and I'll be 30 next month. I just want to come out here shortly to let you guys know that I am not a victim. I've been with Robert for 10 years. He has been incarcerated for 6 years, and I have seen him every weekend for the past 6 years. Just 3 years ago, I proposed to Robert and he said yes. And we are planning on getting married and having a family, and I'm very excited about that. But anyways, I just want to come out here and let you guys know to please do not believe the lies that my mother and father are coming out here saying about me and Robert. I am not held against my will. I am not a sex slave. I am not brainwashed or any of those crazy lies that were told on me. And I just want Robert to get the righteous justice that he deserves, because he deserves to be free. Enough is enough. I'm tired, and he's tired as well. So I just want you guys to continue to please pray for him. I'm praying for him. I believe that he will be out soon. I have hope. And just, you guys, please, just do not believe the lies, because enough is enough. It's been 6 years and I'm just tired. I choose not to call my mother and father because I do not want to talk to them. I have a cell phone and I choose not to call them. So I'm a grown woman, and if I decide not to call them, that's my choice. And it is what it is. So once again, I'm happy where I'm at. I'm in love and I'm good. So thank you guys for listening. Have a great day.
So yeah, I was like, girl, that man is in jail for 30 years. He got like 27 more years to go. She is really, it really does seem like she is brainwashed. I mean, she just will not let go. At least the other ones, I think we don't really see them talking about them too much. And they might still go and visit, but she is really out there proposing to him, talking about she's pregnant with his baby and a lot of different stuff. So her parents were just really saying that just did not look like her. It looked like AI and things like that. So I was going to show you that snippet of what they said as well. It's a very short little part because, yeah, they've been trying to get her for a while. Response to her video
today that was surfing around on the internet of our daughter Jocelyn. It's been about a little over 6 years since we physically have seen her out in public. The video that we saw did bring some concerns because it appears that the video is AI generated. Anybody knows about AI, how realistic videos can be from just a simple picture. Her voice, speech didn't match some of the video recordings. The gestures with the raw image on her shirt, actually the mouth moved when she talked. And so it's brought some serious questions, and it confirms
very serious concerns.
It confirms why we have been fighting so hard just to make sure she's fine, healthy, and okay. Basically, that's all we want to know. Like in the video, that was in the video earlier.
Wow. So yeah, the parents, they didn't even believe it. But NYC girl, I'm the same way. Something's just off with that, with those parents. It just did not sit well with me. And it's sad some of the things that they had to go through while they were there. Dante said, I'm subscribed, family. First time. Everyone hit the like button. Thank you so much, Dante. Welcome to the Open Book family. Yes, y'all, hit that like button. Let everyone know that we are live. Men can control you with the mind, even from prison. Ooh, Dante, say that again. Okay, that is so true. That's what he's still doing. And I think that's another reason why he kind of got nervous about his phone being tapped and things like that, because of what he's probably telling those girls. Okay, if they're coming up there and so forth. So you're right. You can still control the mind. It's all about the mind. Your presence does not have to be there. I once heard that prisoners are really more in control than what they know. Because if you think about it, the ratio of prisoners to guards, they could overtake them if they really wanted to. But hey, they know that they're in there, their freedom is gone. And so there are certain stipulations now. The guards will you sometimes have the guns and the pow-pows and things, but hey, if they really could, look at what happened in New Orleans. Those escapees, they went on a whole field trip and got them out of there. Okay, baby, they got out of there. And a whole group of them, wasn't one or two, a whole group. If your child chooses to not talk to you, that's her choice. Yep. He is using every manipulation tactic because he's like a rat in the corner that's hit bottom. Yeah, definitely. And Derek's still gone. Yes, girl, I'm surprised they have not found him. And notice they have not even brought that up anymore. They really haven't brought it up anymore, too. I noticed that. Okay, let me pull the video up again.
Them. Now, apparently, Jocelyn been on the phone telling R. Kelly in jail because she's not on the visitors list. Like I said, Asriel's the only one on the visitors list. And so during those conversations, Jocelyn apparently explained to R. Kelly some bills need paid, meaning some lights, some rent, and things like that. And they need money and food. And so he had somebody. And so R. Kelly had a friend of his take $1,500 to the lobby of the Trump Towers. I know you probably asked me, Tasha, how the hell you get all this? They know I got it. And when Jocelyn watched this video, because she got freedom now on the internet, she gonna know that I know, okay? And I understand that you don't want to go home to your family, but you're gonna have to go home one day because you are R. Kelly's last motherfucking resort, okay? He don't want nothing to do with you. That's why you're not on the visitors list, okay? If he wanted to see you, you would be on the visitors list and he wouldn't be asking you to beg Asriel to come home or to come see him. So he had somebody go over to the Trump Tower in the lobby to meet Jocelyn to give her $1,500 to split between Asriel and Jocelyn. But once Jocelyn got on the phone to tell R. Kelly that Asriel has not been coming home and she doesn't know where she's at, he told her to hold on to the money and don't give her shit until she brings her ass home and talks to him on the phone, okay?
Now, see, that that's a lot of information, detailed information. So, hey, you know she probably did already hear that from the source, okay? But that also shows y'all that some of the stuff that he was doing when he was outside of prison and telling, about the money and things like that. And I think somebody said, I think Dante said earlier, probably got her walking the streets. Who knows how to, make this money? And where are they getting the money from? Okay. She's not with her parents unless they working somewhere, which I doubt it. But where are they getting this money from? It opens up a whole other can of worms. Things that he probably would not want to get out. I think it's a reason he doesn't want her to come visit him, because her family and people being able to hold her against her will. Which one, Latae? Jocelyn? Because her parents are still very vocal. Now, Asriel, we haven't really heard from her parents too much since all of this, but definitely Jocelyn's parents. Okay, they're consistently being out there and talking. Okay, got you. Yeah, I can see that.
So he's using the money as collateral damage as a way to control because he knows she needs the money. And so he's using that money as a reward the same way he would reward them with food or using the bathroom or taking showers, knowing she needs that money to pay the bills in his house as well as eat. But because she's not following in order, listening to him, she's out of line. He's using that money as a way to try to reel her back in. But her ass ain't came to get that money yet, okay? Because she ain't brought her ass home. And Jocelyn ain't caring about waking up because her ass wasn't woke in the first place. I honestly think that little girl gets some sort of check or something from the state. She hasn't really been that bright. Her parents swear she can sing. I don't think she can sing or anything. I just think that honestly, she just wanted to get the hell up out of college in her parents' house so that she can live the good life. But unfortunately, it didn't turn out that way. She wound up being R. Kelly's hoe and sucking all his mans and females, pussies, and dick. And so don't be surprised if you see Azrael home here shortly, okay? And when she's home, I'll be the first to let you damn know. But I'm gonna wait till she get under some counseling because she's gonna need to be severely detoxed from R. Kelly and everything that he's put in her for all those years, okay? And so hell yeah, there's trouble in damn paradise, okay? I'll keep you updated. Moving on.
Wow. Oh my goodness, y'all. That was her telling and spilling literally all the tea. Okay, because she was about to spill that drink. She was so animated. She was about to spill that drink too. Okay. He made them snitch on each other. I'm surprised her mother hasn't had a nervous breakdown. Jocelyn is his bottom B, is what I was saying. Oh, got you. Definitely. I can see that. Just imagine she schedules a visit and they show up to deter her or court order her for help that she doesn't seem to need. That's true too. I can see that. Now, R. Kelly's attorney said that the officers' alleged violations had affected the way Kelly communicates with others. Okay. Because in knowing that somebody is listening to you and watching you, it will. Okay, on a different level. If they're purposely going in there, if they're doing random checks and things, hey. But also, you got to make sure you're not doing something you're not supposed to be doing because they can record all of that. You know, his lawyer said he had every right to be able to be confident to think the Bureau of Prisons would protect his information and not exploit. But unfortunately, certain BOP officers did just that. He does not feel comfortable to this day talking to anyone, even his own lawyers, because of the impact of this event. And so his lawyers also stated that the lawsuit was necessary to get justice for R. Kelly since the Department of Justice investigation did not lead to charges against those involved in the alleged misconduct. I don't get that. Okay. How did they allow them to get away with that with no charges? Because I know if you are doing something, because to me, if you're doing something illegal like that, it should be some type of consequence. Hey, Real Talk No Chaser is in the building. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Miss Boss Lady said, love watching your videos, but I can't stand nasty Tasha K. Miss Boss Lady said, I can't stand her. Y'all beautiful Black queens and gentlemen, have a wonderful day in peace. And please be safe. Thank you so much, sis. I appreciate that. Have a great day. Okay, wait. So they knowingly hello, Latte. They didn't bring any charges. Even after their own investigation, they did not bring any charges. Ariel is home, been home. Only one left is Jocelyn. He had one girl abuse her younger sister to hold as leverage. That was his thing. Each woman had to do debaucherous things on camera to show loyalty. Yes, I do remember that. And I think because this was probably back in 2023, she probably is home by now. I don't know if she gave them the update that she said she would give them. But yes, they did have to do some horrible stuff. Wait, they are knowingly violating this man's rights. Maybe they're trying to free him. I don't know. That's weird too. Thank you, Cocaine on the Wood Grain. Thank you so much. Yeah, yeah, on that part. So the lawyer said Mr. Kelly must now bring this lawsuit to get answers and justice because despite opening an investigation into the serious misconduct, the DOJ ultimately declined to indict the wrongdoers and allowed the misconduct to continue. Y'all, that what is okay, thinking about this back in 2023, right? And oh, to Miss Boss Lady. Okay, thank you. 2023. Thinking about how they allowed this to go. They did not indict those officers. Now, even recently, saying that he had to go to the hospital because he had OD'd on drugs. And I was thinking he was taking something, but it was prescription drugs. He was given too much. Look at the pattern, the trend. What does it now really look like? Because I didn't even know when that part came out. I didn't even know about this happening when the whole rushing him to the hospital part came out. I did not know about this part. Okay, so there's definitely something up, okay, happening behind the scenes because that part is just not right. And charges should have been filed against those officers for doing that. And there were a lot of officers. So I would be like him too in this particular case. How do or who do you trust? How do you not know that that won't happen again? And maybe they send it even to someone else, like different things, to that effect. I would not want to deal with that. Okay. And I agree with him. Now, after this lawsuit was filed, Tasha K had some words, and I'm going to share. Let's see. Okay. Okay. And this was shout out to Meet Magazine. Okay. On their behalf, they shared this snippet of some things that she said when this lawsuit came out. Dante said, I wish Diddy would have gotten convicted. Black men trying to be European in their mindset, not like us. Okay. Well, I don't think Dante, in my opinion, they had enough evidence, like really to convict him on that RICO. We heard a lot of freak off stuff, but they're gonna have to come a little harder. Now, maybe they'll come a little harder next time if they, try to do all of that. But this time, I just really think they missed the target on that part. I'm gonna be honest, and I would want him, to have to go to jail for the things he's done, but you got to be able to prove. They got to have a strong, strong case. And I don't think in some of that, they were able to prove that. But we all know, of course, there's some stuff that he's done, but it got to be proven.
Decides to do an interview with Natasha Simona on YouTube from prison, okay? And
Right.
says that I somehow came in contact with illegal contraband. Like I'm in jail myself, okay? He demands that I be put in jail for releasing private emails between him and his girlfriends, which in turn caused him to receive a 30-year prison sentence. Okay, so basically he's using me as leverage for an appeal or as leverage for him to somehow get out of what he's been digging for 30 years, all right? And so I decided to call up Natasha Simona. I had my team reach out to ask her to come onto my private website, TashaKLive.com, and we did an uncensored show last night, okay? You guys are going to be seeing the censored version on YouTube that's going to premiere in about 15 minutes concerning this conversation. So if there's some stuff omitted, you guys are more than welcome to subscribe and go to TashaKLive.com. But for now, I think we're going to get the gist of it with what we have available to be shown to y'all with YouTube's approval, okay? Because they don't like words like or anything involving children.
Now, my thing is, she may have, and this is just my opinion, felt confident in this, not going to, that will go in her favor for the simple fact they didn't even bring charges against the officers. So if the actual bureau did not bring charges, she probably wondered, well, what are you taking me to court for? Because they didn't even indict them. Okay, so she may have had that sense of victory already that this was not going to go anywhere. She's a grifting wino and she y'all see.
Children, they pretty much restrict or take down, okay? And I'm a brand at the end of the day. Now, to just kind of refresh your memory, or even if you don't know what I'm talking about. So R. Kelly decides to use his 15 minutes of a phone call to demand that I be put in jail. So let me show you, I'm just going to show you a snippet of what I took from Natasha Simona's YouTube channel. If you want to hear the full call, it is available on her YouTube channel. I did do a full breakdown of everything from beginning to end on what I received, how I received it, the investigation that came from the feds, as well as the Justice Department, me being subpoenaed by the feds to turn over what I had on him. Okay, all of that is being addressed in the interview. I'm reaching out to Natasha Simona to interview her and hash it out because I didn't like what she had to say on her channel concerning an issue that I felt that she didn't have enough knowledge on, okay? And she was coming in at the tail end of this. And then it turned into her interviewing me. And I let her on my damn platform. I said, oh, so you here to interview me? She had a whole damn notebook. But let me go ahead and refresh, get y'all up to par on what we're talking about so y'all can hear R. Kelly demand that my ass be put in jail. What the? I don't know what that was. That was the devil. That was the devil. I don't know what that was. I don't know. I never heard a voice like, did y'all hear that? You're gonna see me address all of this, okay? Now I did get a little heavy towards the end of the video because I just felt like black woman to black woman that Natasha was just doing too much, okay? But we have a mutual respect for each other. We agree to disagree, but it got kind of heavy and kind of personal, all right? And so, you guys, like I said, y'all about to get it. Y'all about to get the wine. Y'all getting the wine, the tea, the water, the juice. Y'all getting everything, okay? So in the meantime, since I cannot play this recording for whatever reason, all right? Y'all go ahead and head over to YouTube. The live chat is up. It's going to say Tasha K responds to R. Kelly's jail call.
That was the GOAT Tasha K back in January of 2023. It's now November 13th of 2023. TMZ posts a breaking news story. TMZ's story is titled, R. Kelly sues U.S. prison officials, Tasha K, over alleged leaking of information. I'm just going to have to read this one verbatim. I'm sorry, TMZ, but I can't be changing up any of your words. I got to read this word for word. Listen to this. R. Kelly, as a matter of fact, to let me know you made it this far into the video, say listening in the comment section. A lot of his laundry, almost said dirty laundry, a lot of his laundry. The incarcerated singer just filed a lawsuit against the U.S. government, a handful of bureau and prison workers, and Tasha K, all of whom he claims were in cahoots to publicize his private matters while he was in custody out in Chicago during his case there. Kelly points the finger at 3 unnamed BOP officials at the prison he was being held at, alleging, there goes that word, alleging they accessed their internal system that documented what Kelly was doing within their walls, including email correspondence, private calls, visitor logs, etc. Kelly and his lawyer, Jennifer Bonjean, believe the officials struck an agreement with Tasha K to supply her with Kelly's personal information, which he suspects might have been done for cash. Payola, allegedly. Tasha has already addressed these claims, which Kelly publicly made well before this suit, and denied being mixed up in any illegal activity. Kelly claims the information.
So do y'all think she paid for that information, or do y'all think it was just willingly given to her? Because, you know, the officer is allegedly one of her winos. What do y'all think? Do you think she paid for that? No, she's straight for the stroke. Okay. Right. It's still illegal. It's still illegal. Oh, okay. So you think she paid? Wow. Ooh.
information allow Tasha, who has a big YouTube following, remember over 1 million people on YouTube. She's currently at like 496,000 followers on Instagram. So about 1.5 million people total. But some of those people were the same people on both sites. But you know what I mean. Kelly claims the information allowed Tasha, who has a big YouTube following, to publish unflattering pieces about R. Kelly, which he says has hurt his reputation, invaded his privacy, and caused him undue emotional distress. There goes that emotional distress again. Remember, Cardi? Anyways.
Right.
Kelly says the U.S. government was negligent in allowing its prison personnel to allegedly access and share this information, and now he's asking for major damages. By the way, the claims Kelly is making here date back to 2019 or so. Since being convicted in his Chicago case, he has been moved to a federal facility in North Carolina where he's serving his lengthy sentence. Also, fun fact, listen to this.
Right.
Tasha K is the same woman Cardi B successfully sued for defamation. And for the record, that's a rarity to sue for defamation and win. That's why you don't see celebrities involved with lawsuits like that. They almost never win. It literally almost never. The percentage, I don't know if it's 2%, 1%, less than 1%. I don't know what the percentage is, but it almost never happens. You ask any legal expert, they'll tell you, oh yeah, those are really hard cases to win.
I guess this time she didn't want to miss it and have the truthful information, but look at what cost.
But anyway, what do you guys think? Do you think that Tasha K, is innocent? Do you think she's guilty? Do you think that she's going to lose this case or win this case? You think it's going to really go to trial? What do you guys think is going to happen? This is crazy. We all know that R. Kelly is clearly innocent. They said that man was holding girls against their will. And then they also said, hey, one of the chicks was like, my uncle has my shoes. Can I go to see my uncle so that I can get my shoes back? And he was like, yeah, go ahead. And I'm like, wait a minute. If you're holding women against their will, why would you let her leave and go get your shoes when she could have went and got the police or anybody? You know what I mean? Like, the story just never made any sense. Truth be told, if you actually listen to what they said about R. Kelly, as opposed to, just wanting to believe the worst thing that you could, if you actually listen to the details, literally almost none of it made any sense. It was just like layer on top of layer of BS. And didn't that lawyer say that like 90 or 95% of what people were saying was BS? And that's just what he knew to be BS, like nearly 100% of it. I'm not saying that R. Kelly is an angel or anything, but the type of stuff that they were accusing this man of, I can assure you, all of it or most of it was BS, especially the most egregious stuff. R. Kelly shouldn't be in prison right now, whether you guys like it or not. Not only did he not get a fair trial, that TV show, the one about surviving R. Kelly, it should have never existed, guys. I mean, it's just downright shameful. But anyway, this is all my opinion. What do you guys think?
Well, hold on a second. Well, I definitely believe that he did do some of those things for sure, and he had to pay the consequence on some of that. Man, what happened to my? Hold on, y'all. 1 second. Screen is looking crazy. Can y'all hear me? Excuse me. Some, not so. Okay. Pam, you got some explaining to do, ma'am. I concur with him. Yeah, I mean, on some of it, but yeah, if he was letting them just go get stuff, that's not holding people against their will. I do agree with that. Yes, they charged him for crimes that he was already acquitted of previously. He did stop messing with underage women, but they still charged him with those crimes. And Latae, that's what I was saying, even with this Diddy situation. I said that they had tried that with R. Kelly. They were trying to get him for a minute, suing him, taking him to court for this, for that, for this, for that, until they finally had gotten something to stick and able to convict him on. And I think that they're doing that with Diddy as well. They may not have got him this time, but they are going to watch him. They're going to possibly try to bring him back to court for something else until they get it to stick. And that's the same thing they did with him. Okay. And so last night, let's see, V said, and he said that the prison is trying to take him out via messing with his health. Yes, allegedly. Yes. That's what we were saying earlier. There's definitely a trend. You're allowing his information to get out there without bringing charges against the officers. The man is having to be taken to the hospital due to an overdose of his medications. You know, it's like it's starting to become definitely a trend. Okay. Let me see something. Hold on, y'all, 1 second. So Tasha K came live yesterday. Okay, last night. I think it was about it was in the evening. Okay. And open in my bad girl. I said yes, okay. I went on there too. I did hit notification. I said B told me it was tonight. But I hit the notification so I can be alerted. So Tasha K went live last night, y'all, and was happy. Now, official Dana J came in this chat earlier and gave us a little tea and said that allegedly the lawyer was sick. His main lawyer, R. Kelly, was sick. And so they're going to have to refile the date. It wasn't that, now this is allegedly, she won because of the jury saying that she won. It was on a technicality that the date has to be rescheduled because I guess they weren't there and it went in her favor. Okay. So she was, okay, B, have a great day, sis. So she is so excited and was celebrating on yesterday, okay, last night, that she had won. So let me go. Okay, right here. Oh, my screen is acting up.
This has been a great day. I know them R. Kelly stan pages on Twitter and on YouTube are mad. Are mad, dog. Like, for real. I just, I gotta celebrate the good with the bad. You know what I'm saying? I celebrated the bad when I lost. I'm celebrating the good too. It's a balance. It's a balance. So yes, like I'm just so excited. Oh my God. He sued me from jail. He sued me and the officer. He thought I was gonna give that name to the officer. He's an unidentified Bureau of Prisons officer. I would never leak any of my sources. He would have to get me under subpoena for that. Never. Never. But yes. Why don't they mad? Bitch, they mad. Like, so R. Kelly, I'll change the title. R. Kelly's lawsuit was dismissed by a federal judge today in Illinois.
So notice that she said it was dismissed. Okay. And, based off of the info we got in this chat, we kind of see why. But it wasn't that they had the trial and she was found innocent. Those are two different things. Two different things. Okay. I just want y'all to be aware of that.
I'm just so excited. And it's my 19-year anniversary. Yes. So, and I'm working on my anniversary. We're about to film Shoot Your Shot here in the next 50 minutes. Okay. And then I have Curry Friday tomorrow because I was off last weekend because it was 4th of July. And so this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, me and Shaq gonna take a little flight out, do our little thing, and then come back and I'll be ready to work on Monday. Maybe. It depends on how my hair look, If it ain't up, you know what I'm saying? So yes, I'm just excited. And what else was I gonna say? There was something else I needed to tell you. Okay, I have a speech for this dismissal. Is that listen? Yes, I'm excited. I'm excited when I lose. I'm excited when I'm happy. I just get excited and I get emotional and I cry about everything. I'm a crier. I am a crier. I had to learn that in therapy because I will hold in so much tears, whether it was happy tears or good tears. I cry when it's a good movie. I cry when babies are being born. I just cry. I'm just a crier, right? And I love it. Okay, so I have a speech. The speech is, listen, I'm a media network, okay? And in order to progress in the direction that we're going, it takes a lot of risk. And sometimes we have to outweigh the risk versus the profit. Stay with me for a second. Okay? The risk versus the profit. Like, I get risks every day across my desk. And I'll be like, is this worth it? Do you think the winos would benefit from this? And if it's something that I feel like it's not, I may pass on it. But then, of course, when we get information, when we just put out a tip line. Yes, I know Jason's in the chat. Jason, please put the tip line. We have an anonymous tip number now. Please put the tip number in the chat for the moderator.
Y'all, it's about to get even crazier. People gonna start calling in there. Hey, Janet Lifestyles for Janet, welcome. Okay, Risk got her a guilty verdict already. I'm telling you, because that's the difference. The lawsuit being dismissed, and then because they could, the information and things she's saying on this slide, they could take it, they refile and get another court date and things like that. Girl, I wouldn't have said none of this. Okay. And then she's even going to, I'm going to let her say the next part. Hi, Tommy. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Watch.
So if you have tips on your favorite celebrities, please feel free to hit that tip line, and one of my my representatives will answer that tip line. Okay. Now, here's the thing. You said it's a Pisces thing that I'm a crier. And so here's the thing too. Like, I know a lot of people, Tasha, you get sued a lot. I do. And I'm gonna be honest with you, my first case was a roller coaster, but it taught me so much. Like, I know y'all, it's hard for y'all to say, like, to understand this, but I don't regret it because, like, I regret how I did some things in it, but I don't regret everything that happened. I don't regret the things that happened to me. I don't regret the things that happened to the company. I don't regret any of it. I don't even wish bad on, the people that were involved or anything like that. And yeah, we drink wine, we kiki, but like, it taught me so much stuff that you don't learn, not even in law school. Some lawyers don't even know, like, the shit that my lawyers be getting. I'll be like, did you know this? And they be like, no, but fuck it. Don't say nothing. The judge ain't gonna say nothing. Fuck it. Like, I swear it is a trial and error. And, I'm just grateful that we have a successful media business. We have a great team. And yeah, do some of those issues cost money? They do, but luckily we have a money funnel,
Almost anything is possible these days.
Keep on doing it.
But that goes for cyber criminals
Okay,
too.
that's my thing. And child, my thing is this bankruptcy stuff. It obviously, she still has some money, okay, with all these lawsuits. So yeah, it just gave her more room to wiggle room with the bankruptcy. Okay, got rid of some debts, and she's able to go out here and continue the shenanigans. She learned absolutely nothing. Okay. Latae said, you see the mess is getting her pay. I refuse to do it. Yeah. Oh, she's getting paid. Definitely. She's getting paid. Okay. But like I said, at what cost? So she's definitely taking some risk on this because the Cardi B was one huge case. And if this goes to trial, and she ends up losing, this is another huge hit. Now I don't know if she's gonna try to, say, I'm gonna file bankruptcy again. I don't know what the plan is. Okay. But to continue doing this is diabolical. Like, seriously, you're playing with fire. I don't even know if trying to be the top reporter, YouTuber, or whatever it is worth it to go to this level.
That wasn't a good spin. Okay, we have, and it's like, just like we got to pay our taxes, we got legal fees too, and so they could be good legal fees, bad legal fees, it's just, it's just the nature of the business. But like, these celebrities are always, putting up headlines. Thank you so much. Always putting up headlines that they be dragging me through court and stuff like that. But then when the last 3 got kicked out, I don't even know what to say. Like, where's that Soulja Boy case?
I told
We've
y'all.
been waiting on where is?
Because she's getting away with, or she thinks she's getting away with it. The last ones have been thrown out, and like even this one, due to wasn't a trial. They're not actually. She's not going to trial. See, the Cardi B when she went to trial, okay, being thrown out and all of that. That's a different type of win. Okay. Well, if you had to sit these cases out and go in the trial by jury type of situation, would it be the same story? So it's one of those things about, I got away with this time. Okay, I got away with this time. Oh, okay, maybe I can get away with the next time. And she's racking up her bag. Nobody really likes her and she's eating from it. So I suggest we all get over 1 million haters. Okay.
So where's the 16 million? Didn't y'all remember this Soulja Boy sued me for $16 million? Slight. Didn't Soulja Boy sue us for $16 million?
Yeah.
Where's that case? I ain't nobody seen it.
Yeah, you're right.
Soulja Boy.
I ain't heard shit. I ain't heard a goddamn thing. Hey, Sean. They don't want to talk about the dismiss. They just want to talk about the files. Oh, she bankrupt. I'm bankrupt. I'm broke, but I'm not listen, I'm not broke, but I'm bankrupt. There's a difference, okay?
I told you.
I'm not broke, but I'm bankrupt. I just ain't got it. I ain't got it, okay? So the thing is, it is what it is, but it's just the nature of the business, guys. I promise you. And shout out to my legal team. Shout out to my team. Shout out to the motherfucking Widos, bitch. It's like I got an award. Like, bitch, shout out to my mama. Shout out to my daddy, bitch. Thank you to everybody for seeing me through and getting us through to the other motherfucking side, bitch. I was just like, I mean, he probably could have won. I did leak his jail records. I did. Like, shit. But, in every case, it's all about technique. It's all about how great your legal team is. It's about
Did y'all hear that? She said he probably could have won because I did. She is confessing. So if they take this to court, okay, if they refile and they actually get another court date, this video is going to be detrimental to her. Okay. I mean, it's crazy work. She's pretty much saying you have the right lawyers, you can get out of anything. Okay, I know her legal team be like, ma'am, just hey, they getting paid. And she must have a really good one too. Okay, because there can be some technicalities, different little, things you can choose. Diddy should have had her lawyers. Okay. Because baby, now she had to take that one hit with the Cardi B situation, but all these lawsuits are getting dismissed. Like, wow.
Errors and omissions and things like that. And so I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, my first case, I lost on every goddamn thing. Every goddamn. I was like, yeah, I said that. Yeah, bitch. Yes. So, but the thing is, like, I'm not broke. And I say that because I got food in my mouth. I got my kids don't worry about shit. I got a roof over my head. My taxes are paid, bitch. My debts are paid. I'm blessed to have what I have. Okay. So that broke, I figure, is like when your ass is homeless and shit like that. And there's a lot of people that are doing worse than me. And, being able to get up and go to work and help to feed my team. They have great salaries and great lifestyles and stuff like that. I'm thankful for everything. So listen, it is what it is. So I thank God every day for what we have. and just continue to lead us down the right path. And so if a bomb is along that path, you know, we or
Okay, so I'm going to stop it there. I wanted y'all to hear the part where she said he probably could have won because she did do those things. So this is going to be interesting to see, you know, if they refile, if another date is set where they can actually have the trial by jury is going to be interesting. Okay, because she said a whole lot. And she also tries to make filing bankruptcy look glorious too. Okay. You know, hey, I filed bankruptcy, but hey, I'm not broke. I got money. Okay. I'm like, well, what's the whole point of people filing bankruptcy? Okay, so that's another thing. Her mouth, oh my gosh. So we're gonna see, but as of now, the lawsuit between her and R. Kelly has been dismissed. Okay. And she is happy, she's celebrating. She also says she's celebrating her anniversary. So we'll see where this goes. I was shocked to even hear about this because like I said, I didn't even know there was a lawsuit, and I had to do some research and see, well, what is it about, all of that. And lo and behold, wow, his information was being tampered with and leaked out. And there were no charges brought up against those officers, which is also a telltale sign of some stuff that's happening behind the scenes. Okay. But yes, y'all, that was all that I had on today. If you would like to bless the channel, I pinned my coffee link. Also, my Cash App is scrolling on the screen, and you are welcome to send a super sticker or a super chat. Now, let me look at the poll to see what you all say. Okay, so it says, do you think Tasha K should have won this lawsuit? 52% said yes. Okay. 48% said no. Wow. Wow. So it's almost like an even divide almost. Wow. So that's interesting, y'all. That's interesting. Thank y'all for participating in that poll as well. But yes, thank y'all so much. I enjoyed you all today. Make sure you hit the like button. That is for free. Also, watching the ads is for free as well. If you have not subscribed, make sure you subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell because you never know when I'm going to go live. Thank you and have a wonderful, wonderful day.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
You just flip through truth with the open book. If you felt that heat, like share and stay locked in. Another chapter done, but we far from finished. Truth on the mic, yeah, we handle business. Real talk, no fluff, just facts and fire. From the book to the block, we taking it higher. The open book, every voice matters, every lie shatters. Catch you next page.